Hi YouTube. Okay, I've had a really tough week and I'm kind of sad, depressed, but not too depressed. I just want to talk to get everything out. Because when I tried to before, I got yelled at. My friend, my best friend, like in the whole wide world, my closest friend in the whole world, I'm not going to say her name, but she told me at volleyball that she didn't want to be my friend anymore, and I'm like, well, can we talk about this? Because I didn't know what was going on. She wouldn't tell me what's going on, so she was talking to my other best friend, and I'm like, hey, so-and-so, can I talk to you? And she's like, no, go away, and she pushed me. And I'm like, okay, that's strange. So I'm like, why can't I talk to you? She's like, I know what you said about me. And the thing is, I didn't say anything about her, and I never would. I would never say anything about my best friend behind her back. And she thinks I did, and I will do it. And I went up to her, and I'm like, you know that's not true, and you know I would never, ever, ever talk about you behind your back. And she's like, well, I don't know. I cannot believe you right now, Addie. And so I was just like, wait a minute. And then my other best friend came up to me and she's like, well, I asked her, did you say anything to her because you guys were hanging out, blah, blah, blah. And she told me what happened. She's like, well, she thought you said you hated her. And then this other girl, she kept, like, making up these lies that I said about her. And I'm like, wait a minute, I did not say those things. And she, you know what, she just rolled her eyes and walked away. And my other friend, she's like, you know, you just need to let it go. I'm like, okay. So I let it go for the rest of the night. And then I called her. And I'm like, can we talk about this? Because I don't know what's going on. And I would like to know. And she's like, you know what, Addie, I know what you said about me. And she was like yelling at me. And I'm like, chill out for a minute. I do not know what I said about you. Because I didn't say anything about you. And you know I never would. And then there's a long pause. But then I'm just like, well, I don't know who told you what, because I didn't say anything about you, and I wish you just believe me. And she's like, okay, I'm sorry, I just misunderstood you. I'm like, okay, I forgive you. And then I was trying to tell her how I felt about how she should have talked to me instead of, like, gone off and told all these other people who had been pissed at me. Oh, that's another thing. She had this group of people. She was telling every single one of those people a whole lie. And so I'm like, well, next time you hear something I said about you, please confront me first. And she's like, just shut up already. I know, I'm sorry, be quiet. And I'm just like, okay, bye. Because I was trying to tell her how I felt, you know. And she just yelled at me. Like, she started crying. She's like, just shut up. Blah, blah, blah. You need to be quiet. I already heard you. I understand what you're saying. And I was thinking, well, this isn't a safe relationship if I can't even tell her how I feel about it, you know? I wish you could hear her side of the story, maybe you can. But I didn't do anything wrong, and yet she wants to end a friendship that we've had. We've had a good friendship since, like, 3rd grade, right? But we haven't been best friends since this year. And she, like, I love her to death, and I would never talk about her, be mean to her. And every night since then, I've had dreams about it, and, like, it's just, like, why are you so mad at me? Because I didn't do anything wrong here, and it sucks, because I didn't do anything. And I was trying to tell her how I felt. And she yelled at me. And so there, I just thinking, maybe if I can't even tell her how I feel, maybe I shouldn't even be her friend anymore, you know? Because if I can't tell her how I feel, how can I be her friend? Comment and let me know how you think.